Morning, viewers. Welcome to MouShauk. Today we'll be discussing some certain experiments on digestion, okay, and also some tests on the nutrients of the food, okay. So before I start, I will request you to please do subscribe my channel if you have not subscribed yet, or if you are a new viewer to my channel. Okay, if you are a new viewer to my channel, you can refer to the description box where you can get the links of this chapter, and the other chapters also you can find the links on the description box of the different videos. Okay, so uh, that will help you. And please do press the like button if you are liking the videos, and share these videos with your friends so that they can also be benefited from these videos. And uh, the last but not the least is that you will please meditate before you start your day. So for meditation, we will also start with the meditation, and before for that meditation, we will concentrate on a point of light. Okay, so think that point of light is the source, which is spreading light and falling on you, and your whole body from head to toe is lightened up, and you're feeling very light. Your whole body is becoming lightweight. Also, your mind is lightheaded. No tensions, no problems, anxiety, no worry. You're feeling so light and relaxed. You're away from this world. Feeling happy. You're active. You're relaxed, having no tensions. You think that the reciprocated with people can represent whatever you are studying. You are feeling inside your memory very nicely and represented in properly getting the class. Thank you, God, for being with you and giving you solutions to the problems. Thank you very much. But then here and start with the discussion. Okay. So for discussion, I told you we'll be discussing certain experiments on digestion. First is the action of saliva on starch. Okay. So for that, let us take 1 gram of starch powder, you can say, in 100 milliliter of water and dissolve it. You will get a solution which you need to heat it in a beaker. Okay. Then what do you get after heating it? You can get a starch suspension. Okay. Now this starch suspension is divided into 3 test tubes. Okay, 1, 2, and 3 test tubes. First test tube, you experiment this as for starch. Okay, by testing it with iodine solution. Okay, then this another second test tube is tested for sugar. The starch solution, starch suspension, which is in the second test tube, we tested for sugar. Okay, and the third test tube, we add an equal amount of saliva in it after collecting it by chewing some gum. Okay, after chewing some gum, we can get the saliva, and by adding the saliva into an equal amount of saliva into this third test tube. That is how much starch suspension is there in the third test tube, and that amount, okay, that very amount of saliva is added to it. Okay. Now we'll hold that test tube in the hand for around 15 minutes so that it can remain warm. Okay. Or we can also keep it in a beaker with water, okay, which is at 38 degrees centigrade. Okay. Now we will, after keeping in this way, we will test this for two things. One is for starch, another is for sugar. So for the starch, if we see, that is, if we add iodine solution, if the starch was present, then it would turn blue-black. Iodine solution will turn blue-black. But here, for when we, after the addition of saliva and keeping it warm, we will see that the starch test becomes negative. Okay, but for sugar solution, for sugar, if we test it, it will come positive. That is, it will indicate the presence of sugar in it. Okay, so this is the first experiment. Then we will come to the action of pepsin on egg white. Egg white, we know it's a protein. So for this, we will make a egg white. We'll take an egg white in 500 ml of water. So a white of the egg is taken in 500 ml of water and stirred. Okay, and then we'll boil it. Okay, then we will see that okay, after boiling, we will cool it down, then filter it. Okay, filter it, and we will see that there will be a cloudy filtrate. Okay, that is a suspension. We will get a suspension. Now we will divide this cloudy filtrate or cloudy suspension into 4 test tubes. Okay. Now first is A, B, C, and D. First, in the first test tube, that is in A test tube, we will add 1% of pepsin only. Okay, we will add 1% of pepsin solution only. Okay. Then in test tube B, we will add only hydrochloric acid. Okay, a few drops of hydrochloric acid we will add in that test tube B. Test tube C, we will add both pepsin, that is 1% pepsin solution, and hydrochloric acid. And in test tube D, we will add hydrochloric acid and boiled pepsin. Okay. Now, all the test tubes are kept in a beaker with hot water, or we can heat it also. Okay, at 35 degrees centigrade for 10 minutes. So for 10 minutes, we will keep it in hot water beaker. Okay, to keep the test tubes warm. Okay. Now, after keeping in this way, we will see that only test tube C, which has the cloudy suspension, which had the cloudy suspension, will turn clear. Okay, other test tubes will remain as they are without any change. Okay, or that is, they will remain the suspension in the suspension form. Okay, but in tube C, the suspension will become clear. Okay? Clear solution will it become. Okay, what these indicate? Okay, so this will indicate three things. It will prove 3 things. One is pepsin can digest protein only when it is acidic. Pepsin alone cannot digest the protein. It has to be acidic. The food has to be acidic, or the protein has to be acidic, so that pepsin can act on it and digest. Okay. Acid alone also cannot have any effect, do not have any effect on the protein. Okay, if we add, in the test tube B, we added only hydrochloric acid, but that is also not possible because, if we add only hydrochloric acid, this acid will have no effect on the protein. Okay, so in the third case, we will see in the third proof what this experiment showed is if boiled pepsin, if the pepsin is boiled, it will fail to digest the protein. that is enzyme action on heating, will be destroyed. Okay, so that's why when we add boiled pepsin in the fourth test tube, the test tube, the suspension does not become clear. That is, protein is not digested by the boiled pepsin. Okay, so what do these things indicate? That the solution, that the protein has to be in acidic form. Okay, acidic medium has to be there so that pepsin can act on it and the digestion can take place. Okay. Next is effect of acidity and alkalinity on enzyme action, on an enzyme reaction. Okay. This the second experiment which we did, that is egg white suspension. This if we take in another test tube, part of it, if we take it another test tube, say test tube E, okay, that cloudy suspension. If we keep that test tube in, let us say we add some similar amount of pepsin in it, and we drop a few drops of milk, mild sodium carbonate solution. If we add sodium carbonate solution in it, and keep that test tube in a beaker at 30 degrees centigrade, which is having 35 degrees centigrade, not 30 degrees, 35 degrees centigrade temperature in boiling water. If we keep, if in hot water, 35 degrees centigrade water, if we keep that test tube in it, okay, we will see that the suspension turns alkaline, but the suspension does not become clear. That is, the action of pepsin does not take place, but the pepsin does not digest the protein in the alkaline solution, alkaline medium. That is, pepsin does not act in alkaline medium. It needs to be acidic medium where pepsin can act and pepsin can digest the protein. Clear? So in stomach, this digestion takes place. Okay, that is, protein is digested in the stomach in the acidic medium. That is, in the stomach, the inner walls of the stomach secrete hydrochloric acid, which makes the food environment acidic and medium acidic, and the pepsin the pepsin can act on it, and the protein digestion starts in the stomach. Clear now? Now, next we move on to the uh, certain practical work on food tests. Okay, test for glucose, that is sugar, you can say. We take a Pelling solution. What is Pelling solution? It's a blue-green colored chemical. Okay, it's an indicator which we take it and add it to some glucose. Okay, or it can be a small piece of apple or a grape or some suspected diabetic patient's urine. If we take and add this Pelling solution into this test tube where we have taken the glucose, we will see, and heat over a flame until the starch, until it starts this liquid solution, the glucose solution is kept, no, that solution starts bubbling up, but not overboil it. Okay, if it starts bubbling, we will stop, remove the test tube from that. Okay, so if we take that test tube, we will see that the blue-green color solution, which is of the Pelling solution, that will turn into deep brick red precipitate. Okay, this shows that sucrose is present. That is, the glucose is present. Okay? That means sugar is present. Okay? And if it does not turn deep brick red, then it will be there will be no glucose. Okay? Now, sucrose also give this experiment. This will test. Show this experiment as positive if we boil it. If only we boil this solution with HCl and neutralize it with sodium bicarbonate, NaHCO3. Okay, if we boil this solution, that is sucrose solution with Pelling solution, and boil it in a test tube with dilute hydrochloric acid and sodium bicarbonate, neutralized with sodium bicarbonate, then we can find that sucrose will also give this deep brick red precipitate if we add Pelling solution into it. Okay. Now, test for starch. How can you say that starch is present? So let us take some starch powder and some water, okay, and take it in a test tube and boil it. Or we can also add some potato or rice in some water and boil it. Okay. Then we can get a solution. Let us cool it. Okay. Then after cooling, we add what? 1 gram of iodine, 1 gram of potassium iodide into 100 ml of distilled water, that is iodine solution. Okay, so when this starch solution is made cool, I mean it is cooled, then we will add some iodine solution into it, okay, with a little bit of water added, because iodine solution has to be made a little bit dilute. In the dilute form, we need to add it into the starch solution. Okay, and after that we will see the solution turns blue-black. Okay, the solution will turn blue-black. Okay, so this will prove that the solution has starch. Okay, now the test for protein. Now let us take the egg white of a hard-boiled egg. Okay, the egg white is taken out from the hard-boiled egg. Some pieces of egg white is taken, and few drops of conc HNO3, that is nitric acid, is added to it. Okay, and sufficient amount, nitric acid is taken in such a way that it covers the egg white, which is taken in the test tube. Okay. Now it is heated gently. So it's slightly tilted and it's heated gently. Okay. Now after cooling it, after heating, we remove it, and then after cooling it, when we cool it and after cooling it, we add ammonium hydroxide to it. Okay. Now after adding this ammonium hydroxide, the color will change from white precipitate to yellow precipitate. That is, when we have added this nitric acid to the egg white, it will form a white precipitate. After heating and after cooling, we will find that it will form a white precipitate. But after addition of ammonium hydroxide, the color will change from white precipitate to yellow precipitate. After this yellow precipitate is formed, we will start heating again. Now, after heating again, this yellow precipitate will again change to orange precipitate. Okay. Yellow will change to orange precipitate, and after this orange precipitate comes, we cool the mixture, we cool the precipitate, and we add ammonium hydroxide again. So, what happens? This ammonium after addition of ammonium hydroxide, what happens? And heating, ammonium hydroxide is added and heated. Then we will see that white precipitate will turn yellow precipitate. Then when this yellow precipitate comes, we cool it. Okay, so when we cool it, we will find this yellow precipitate will turn to orange. Clear now? So first, we will take the egg white, okay, boiled form of egg. Okay, so egg white, and then we add concentrated nitric acid to it and gently boil it. Okay, then we will cool that mixture. So after that, we will see that it will form a white precipitate. Now this white precipitate, in this white precipitate, we add ammonium hydroxide and heat it. Then we will find a yellow precipitate. Now this yellow precipitate will, on cooling, it will change to orange precipitate. Clear? Exactly clear. This will prove that protein is present in the mixture, in this equation. Now we test for fats and oils. Okay. So for fats, let us take some fats or oils. You can say take some groundnut. You can take some walnut or butter on a plain paper. Okay. We just rub it. Okay. So in that rubbed spot, okay, in that rubbed area, it will turn translucent. Translucent. The paper will turn translucent. Okay. Especially when viewed in the light, we can see that that area becomes translucent. Okay. So this will prove that this groundnut or walnut or butter is made up of fat or oil. Now, next is presence of water. We take some dry blue cobalt chloride paper, add some moisture to it, and it will become pink. We may take some potato or banana, okay, and add it. I mean, it will touch the blue cobalt chloride paper, dry blue cobalt chloride paper. It will turn pink. This shows that potato or banana has moisture in it. Okay. Now test for the presence of minerals. Let us take a piece of banana or potato in a crucible and heat it. In a crucible, we take some piece of banana or potato and we heat it. After heating, let us keep that for burning. Okay, so till it completely burns, we keep that in under the heat. Okay, so we will see that it will change into ash. These banana pieces or potato pieces, those will become ash, which shows that it contains mineral substance. The ash is nothing but mineral substance. Okay, so we have ended this chapter. Next video will be on question answers on this chapter. Some in between questions of the chapter. Okay, so I'll make a note of it and I will post it in the YouTube. Okay, so till then, please go through this chapter, all the videos of this chapter. You can have an idea, and if you want to give test, then you can write me in my comment box, or you can also pin me in my email ID, that is KASTURI Kasturi74@gmail.com. And if you are liking the video, press the like button, share with your friends so that they can also be benefited from these videos. And if you have not subscribed yet, or you are a new viewer to my channel, please do subscribe and refer to the description box for the video links. Okay. So thank you for joining, and do meditate before you start your day. Okay. Good day. Thank you.